we chilling, we vibing, we high, we drunk, we loaded.
That's right.
We celebrating life. Come on, y'all.
I might pull up in that new Stang or that coupe thing. Couple thousand for the goose, man. It's a Tuesday. I just pulled up with a new babe. Fuck a group, eh? I know homies had them hoop dreams. I just pull strings like the oops with a blue flame. Order sushi, honey jack or the douce. Keep me smooth, man. Hey man, it's your boy Heartbreak Skipper. We here right now at New Paris, Oakland, California. We getting ready to hit the stage at the HBK Show Summer Tour. Stop, you dig, here in New Paris, Oakland, California, Bay Area. It's one of my first shows back on the stage after the whole pandemic. I'm really excited, man. It's gonna be a big night. Man, it's awesome. Like as far as performing, that's like one of my favorite aspects of this whole shit. That's kind of like where I get to express myself the most on the stage and get to perform the music in front of the fans. I put out maybe like 3 projects over the span of the pandemic until now, so I'm excited to perform these records a lot of these records for the first time. Yeah, I try to give a little bit of the classics, a little bit of the current when I got on, a little bit, some sprinkling a little bit of new so they can get ready to get their ears adjusted to what's about to come out. But yeah, my favorite stuff is just to perform the hits because it has such like an impact in it, and it just catches everybody's ear and it gets everybody dancing. So that's probably the favorite part of the performance. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Too Cocky, the new single. Sue sent me that record maybe about 4 months ago. We're working on a separate project right now, but we made that. We were just cooking up a whole bunch of records, and that one really stood out. And then we got Showy on it, of course. We kind of sat on it. We was gonna put it out earlier in the year, but we decided we was gonna hold off a little bit. But we did put out a project earlier this year with my project and Sue's, as well as the HBK game project. That got that coming on as well. That's the first one that we decided to put out. Seeing Green, the album right now, me and CJ, is really was to just showcase our rapping abilities. Really. I feel like a lot of people sleep on CJ lyrically, a lot of people sleep on me lyrically, so we kind of came together and wanted to just rap, really, just get back to the whole core essence of what we started doing. We got a lot of records from Sue, got some records from Jay Ant, got some records from my bro Montage, who I work with a lot, and we just put it together. Took about 2 months all together, from start to finish. We're about to working on it. We got a lot of more records, so we're gonna put out a part 2 probably end of the summer, like in the fall. When I first started, I kind of was just feeling it out because it became really just new to me. Before I started rapping, I never rapped before, so it was just that whole process of learning to rap and learning how to find my own voice and my own style. That kind of was like part of the journey, and then I got more comfortable, and then we put the Game Forever project out. Then we had more successes with that. I got more and more comfortable, and then once I got more comfortable, I wanted to increase my productivity. So just locking in the studio, buying my own studio equipment for the house, and just be able to just get ideas out whenever it comes to me, instead of having to pay for studio time. Because sometimes you come in the studio and you get a little writer's block sometimes, or you get some shit that might not be up to par with the rest of the stuff. You have an off day, you don't want to waste the money, you feel me, on studio time. So I kind of was like the whole idea behind getting my own setup, and it just helped my productivity, just put a lot of music out. It kind of, we got a lot of pushback when we first started with the whole New Bay movement, because it was a lot different than what was coming out at the time with like the whole mobby sound, and it was coming up the bottom end of the hyphy movement. So we came with like a party vibe, like talk about girls, smoking weed, a little bit on the Wiz vibe, a little bit on the Wiz vibe. But it got some pushback from it. But after a while, once they seen that we were being consistent and we wasn't gonna stop no matter what people, they kind of like caught on board. They joined the bandwagon, really. Yeah. But it was a couple months of resistance. Maybe I'll say a year resistance. It was like, what is this? Like, this ain't hyphy, this ain't mobby, this ain't Bay Area. So there's that whole process, and with that, we kind of learned what the Bay Area as a whole, for the most part, wanted to hear, and we kind of incorporated that into the music. Yeah, we really friends first, really, before anything. So like that's kind of like where we got the whole camaraderie from. and just bouncing off each other and matching each other's vibes. But the friendship plays a big role, because a lot of people, as you can see, like a lot of groups don't really make it. They, after a while, they come strong, then they fall off a little bit, then they split up, and now they funking. So and then they can't even do none of their nostalgic shit or have a reunion unless they decide to put their differences aside. But with us, we friends first, and so that goes before everything. Man, just the whole recording process. We recorded it majority at 3 Up Studios in Emeryville. It was a lot of times just us pulling up, like 13 deep in the booth, not in the booth, but in the control room. And it was just Sue cooking up beats, Pilo making beats, Kuya Streets making beats. We had Chief in the building, Mike Dash E, Young Bari, Kaylani, J-Ant, Cool John, myself, who else? Azure. This was, yeah, a good 15 deep in the studio. Like we worked on that for about, I would say about a month and a half. So we just every day for like a month and a half. So I was like 45 days. It blew up from there with the Swaggin', and then Never Going Broke video. Also Sage, I can't forget about Sage. Well, yeah, it was just a good time. I'm very meticulous as far as my lyrics. I try to use a lot of wordplay, a lot of like visual words, so you can see what I'm saying. And I feel I try to get that point across, and I hope people are able to notice that, you know, just as far as the lyrical ability. Because like Sue and Pilo, they kind of we all make party music, but I'm kind of more on the rapping. Like that's like my big, because I came up on Wayne, early Drake, Currency, early Young Money, a lot of that, Cameron, Mace, East Coast rap, Wu-Tang, stuff like that. So that's kind of influenced me in the back of my mind. So I try to emulate that as best as I can. New solo project coming out in July. Dropping a new single next week. It's called Bustin' Moves. It's called Bustin' Moves featuring CJ and my bro D-Dot. Dropping that next week. We dropping the project called Lost and Found at the end of July. So get ready to be on the lookout for that. Yo, it's your boy Heartbreak Skipper, and you watching Deathless, man. Let's get it.